If you've ever tried to bring an old leather jacket or a couch back to life, you've probably seen the ads for Heidelux Leather Restoration Cream.
They're everywhere.
Exactly. So today we're doing a deep dive into the claims surrounding this product, really analyzing the marketing versus the actual substance.
And our mission for you is pretty straightforward.
We want to move past the hype, the flashy promises, and really understand what level of transparency a consumer is getting.
And I think it's important to state this up front for everyone listening.
Please do.
This analysis is purely educational commentary. We are focusing on consumer transparency and how marketing claims are built, not offering any health guidance or product endorsement.
Okay, so let's get into it. The big promises. Heidelux says the cream restores worn leather, uses natural ingredients, reduces scuffs, and even restores it from within.
From within, which is an interesting phrase in itself.
It is. But the thing that really caught my eye was the leading statistic. 95% of users saw significant improvement after just one use. 95%. Let's unpack that.
Well, what's so fascinating here is that the number is huge, but the support for it is, well, it's non-existent.
What do you mean by that?
When a company throws out a number like 95%, the first question has to be, who did the tests? How was significant improvement even defined?
Right. Was it a lab test or just a survey?
Exactly.
Right.
And what about the other number? That 94% noticed a permanent reduction in scratches. How long did they track that for? Without that info, the numbers are just their marketing tools.
But couldn't they just be, reporting on a small internal test that went really well? Playing devil's advocate here?
It's less about honesty and more about rigor. Without the methodology, the stats don't offer verifiable data. It's a huge verification gap.
And what about the title they claim?
Ah, yes, the #1 leather scratch remover of 2025.
Sounds official.
It does, but again, who awarded this title? Since no organization is cited, it just looks like a label they've given themselves. It's a marketing tactic, not an achievement.
Okay, so if the data is shaky, how do they get you to actually click buy?
That's where the pressure comes in.
The website is full of it. You see these pop-ups everywhere. Christmas sale, 40% off, 2 free gifts, and my favorite, the exclusive deal with a countdown timer.
And that pattern, unsupported stats plus urgency, is a classic blueprint for pushing sales over educating the consumer. They also lean heavily on buzzwords.
Permanent, professional grade.
Right. And while those terms are common, the reality is that the chances of any cream fully repairing deep damage are pretty low. It really depends entirely on the type and condition of your specific piece of leather.
So this is where the transparency issues get even deeper.
The lack of third-party verification.
Yes. Reports show there are no independent user discussions. We looked on places like Trustpilot, Reddit, and found nothing. It's really hard to get an unbiased opinion.
And that makes the reviews on their own website even more important. But that's where we found a major chronological inconsistency.
This part is wild. Some of the glowing positive reviews on their site are dated March 2025.
Okay, but public domain registration records, which anyone can look up, show the website itself was only registered in August 2025.
Wait, so the reviews were posted 5 months before the website even existed?
That's what the data suggests. The timeline is impossible.
So what does that say about the on-site feedback?
It strongly suggests that the testimonials may not be genuine. The simple fact that they predate the platform they're posted on makes them extremely difficult to trust. It's a way of filling that void left by the lack of any real independent reviews.
So what does this all mean for you, the shopper? We've got unsupported stats, really aggressive sales pressure, and these glaring timeline issues in their own reviews.
It looks like a classic case of prioritizing marketing over verifiable product integrity.
Absolutely.
And the key takeaway here is that the ability to critically assess these claims, to demand transparency, is just vital for making informed decisions. You have to proceed with knowledge, especially when independent verification is this scarce.
So next time you see a product promising a 95% success rate, don't just ask if it works. Ask, where is the study? Thank you for tuning into this deep dive.